I gotta get my stretching.
Not him.
Good morning on this Monday, November 3rd. I'm Pedro Rivera. We were out there all day yesterday for Marathon Sunday.
I need to stretch out too. It was a marathon. Covering the marathon's a marathon.
Marathon's a marathon. It's a lot.
I'm Michelle Charlesworth in for Shirlene. Also, not to be outdone, 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Brittany.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't complain about covering because I feel bad for the people that actually ran 26.2 miles.
Right?
But yeah, such a fun day. The weather was perfect. Some changes today. Clouds increase, and there's a small chance for an isolated shower. It's 52 in Central Park. We have some temperatures down in the 30s in some areas, 33 in Sussex, at the freezing mark in Montgomery, the same in Poughkeepsie, compared to 46 in Islip and 41 in Toms River. Skies are mostly cloudy, and there are a few sprinkles trying to get close to southern Ocean County, a larger batch of rainfall just off to the south, and we'll see that moving to the north throughout the rest of the day. That's why there's a chance for a shower or two, especially south and east of the city. So a sprinkle can't be ruled out in the city, but most of the rain will fall across central New Jersey, Long Island, with temperatures in the upper 50s and the lower 60s. Lindsay?
Safe for traffic because of the marathon, but luckily roads are reopened today after that. We do have this issue, though, on the Hutchinson River Parkway in Westchester County at the Cross County Bridge. There is a bridge that was hit and has one lane closed. But looking at the live camera right now, you can see that closure. It doesn't look like it's causing people too many problems because there's not a lot of cars on the road. We'll keep an eye on that. Out in Suffolk County on Sunrise Highway between exits 52 and 59, there is road construction that has closures in both directions and a residual backup because of this. You can kind of see, even though it's really dark out there, cars are moving really slowly. So if you're all the way out there in Patchogue, you may want to keep that in mind if you're heading out the door. Meantime, in the city, alternate side parking rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Michelle?
All right, thank you.
Who's old if you want horrible achievement?
I would be walking with that thing for months.
I wouldn't take it off for years.
I would have been sitting here on the desk with a medal around my neck every day. Yeah.
I mean, you did the 26.2 miles. You deserve that medal.
Yeah, it's
pretty
one
good.
of the greatest races in sports
ever.
New York City Marathon. We had ourselves a beautiful forecast.
We did. It was fantastic. A lot of sun, temperatures in the 50s. Today, we'll see the return of cloud cover and a chance for a few showers. At least this morning, it's dry at the bus stop. Temperatures ranging from the 30s and the 40s in the suburbs, the 50s in the city. By lunchtime, 58, a stray shower possible, and temperatures still in the 50s this afternoon. We'll see temperatures in the upper 50s. Lower 60s, mostly cloudy. It's not going to be a washout, but a shower or two is possible, especially south and east of the city. Also looking at an isolated pocket of rainfall across the Hudson Valley and the Catskills. A high of 58 in Olive, Ramapo 59, Bedford 59 for you, and 58 in Bridgeport. Tomorrow, bright and breezy, 61, and nice and sunny on Wednesday, but there's a chance for some rainfall Wednesday night into early Thursday morning.
Trains for a minute here on your subways right now. There's some downtown delays on the N train because of a door problem on a train at Rector Street. I imagine that'll get cleared up soon. Meantime, though, on New Jersey Transit, Maine, Bergen County, and Port Jervis lines have up to 15 minutes of delays due to track maintenance. That's until Friday. And then North Jersey Coast Line until about 3 p.m. You may have to deal with up to 30-minute worth of delays due to track maintenance through mid-November. So just something to keep in mind if you are taking New Jersey Transit this weekend. Alternate side parking rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Michelle?
All right, thank you. It is now 4:42. Coming up next one is back in
50 years. Isn't it amazing? What an amazing, you know, the show that gets you ready for the day, this show too, but that show is like, we got you. We're in this together. The world is still here.
We're the show. We're the show to the show, you know?
Yes.
And we know they're the show.
Before the show.
We're the Sue show.
Yeah, we're the Sue show. Was it Boosh Boosh, right?
Right, Amuse Bouche for the entree. Or the appetizer. So cute. I know. Oh, 50 years. Very cool.
Let's give them some good weather. I mean, 50 years and our weather seems to be replicating that.
Yeah,
very good.
It's not as nice as yesterday, but at least it's not going to be bad. So we'll see more cloud cover and a small chance for an isolated shower, but at least it's not going to be a washout. So this morning, we're down to 52 in Central Park, light winds near 2 miles per hour. Wide range in numbers, the 30s and the 40s outside of the city. At the freezing mark in Montgomery and Poughkeepsie, Morristown 37, 46 degrees in Islip, and winds are fairly light, around 2 to 3 miles per hour, so the breeze is not going to be too bad as well. The skies are turning mostly cloudy, cloud cover increasing from south to north, and already watching some light rainfall inching into southern Ocean County. That is wrapping around this area of low pressure that's near North Carolina. This low will continue to move to the northeast, and that's why spots south and east of the city, you'll have the best chance of running into a shower or two lasting throughout this morning and this afternoon. There's also a cold front now moving through the Great Lakes that will quickly swing through later today, and spots across the Hudson Valley and the Catskills could see a sprinkle or two as well. When it comes to the timing, light rain possible, especially across Long Island, around central New Jersey from now until lunchtime and this afternoon. Most of that rain will begin to taper off. But then this afternoon, as the cold front gets closer, that could squeeze out isolated rainfall around the Hudson Valley and the Catskills. But still notice it's not going to rain all day. Not everyone gets wet, but there is a chance for a light shower. So make sure to bring the umbrella just in case. Tonight, skies start to clear to partly cloudy, and tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, a fantastic Tuesday, thanks to high pressure ushering in. Also breezy, but still a really nice day. On Wednesday, we're dry throughout the day, more clouds north thanks to this approaching storm system that could bring in some rainfall Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. But most of the day on Thursday is dry thanks to another area of high pressure right behind it. A similar setup on Friday. Dry throughout the day on Friday, clouds increase. We'll see a storm system right behind it, bringing in some rainfall Friday night into early Saturday morning. But today, 60, more clouds with a spotty shower in the city, more rainfall south and east, even a chance for a shower across the Hudson Valley. Tonight down to 48, breezy and becoming partly cloudy. Tomorrow 61, breezy with plenty of sunshine, a really nice Tuesday. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, not bad on Wednesday. And look at temperatures on Wednesday, up to 65, a chance of rain Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday is breezy and cooler, temperatures down in the 50s. The 60s return once into the 50s. Lindsay?
65. I'll take that for the next 4 months. Yeah. That's perfect. Thank you, Brittany. Let's go back up to Westchester County, where we still have this incident where a car hit a bridge on the Hutchinson River Parkway southbound right at the Cross County Parkway. One lane is blocked, and you can kind of see in this live camera here there are some emergency vehicles. I'm hoping that gets cleared up before most of the early morning commute, but right now that is still closure. A live look right now at JFK Airport, where there does not seem to be a lot of trouble. Yesterday there was a lot of traffic, but you can see there's a lot of cars out there, but there isn't major construction on the Van Wyck, so that is some good news. Also, quick check, we've been talking about airports. Everything right now is on or close to schedule. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Michelle, Pedro?
All right, thanks so much, Lindsay. Right now it's 4:52.
Forecast I personally like. I'm different from most people.
Yes, you are. You like clouds and rain, so this is a Pedro type of day. This morning, we're starting out dry with temperatures in the city in the 50s, but the suburbs more so the 30s and the 40s. It is chilly in some spots, but we quickly warm up into the upper 50s by lunchtime, near 60 around pickup and after school. But grab the umbrella just in case. It's not going to rain all day, and it's not going to be a washout, but there's a chance for a few showers, especially for spots south and east of the city. You'll see most of the rainfall across Nassau and Suffolk County, more of the same down the Jersey Shore and near Ocean and Monmouth County. Manalapan 60, 61 in Jackson, also Old Bridge 60, and Seaside Heights up to 58. Tomorrow, really nice, more sun, temperatures in the 60s. Fantastic Tuesday, and Wednesday we get up to 65, still breezy. Wednesday night there is a chance for a few showers, all thanks to a cold front. That front drops us down to the 50s on Thursday, mainly dry throughout the day on Friday, but rain returns Friday night into early Saturday morning. Lindsay?
Thanks, Brett. You have another incident on the LIE. This one westbound in Old Westbury at Willis Avenue. We have an incident that you can see has a shoulder or perhaps the HOV lane block there, but you see cars are having to detour around it as emergency crews continue to work. Here's a look at the traffic heading in the westbound direction there. That's no good if you are commuting into the city right now, so certainly keep that in mind. And we still have this accident in Plainview on the LIE eastbound. Actually, it looks like it was just cleared, so that's wonderful news if you're heading in that direction on the LIE. So hopefully that makes your morning a little easier. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Michelle?
All right, thank you. It is now
6:14. It's going to be another busy day for the winners of this year's TCS New York City Marathon. You saw the marathon unfold right here on Channel 7 yesterday.
This one was out there watching it the entire time from the route. And later this morning, the New York Roadrunners will host the winners at Summit 1 Vanderbilt. So here's a look. Among the more than 55,000 runners was a special team very close to our hearts. The relay team, made up of our Good Morning America colleagues and WABC Eyewitness News team. They ran A part of the celebration, of course, celebrating 50 years for Good Morning America. Eyewitness News anchor Liz Cho, Shantae Lance, Nia Pineda, and Danny Beckstrom were all there, and they say that it was a thrill of a lifetime.
Just to have a little smidge of the taste of what it's like to be in this marathon is just exhilarating.
This is perfect. This is why New York City is the best marathon of the entire year.
I think in the entire world, it's the best.
Easy.
The GMA celebration continued into the evening as the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center were lit up in blue and gold in honor of Good Morning America's 50th anniversary. You can see more of the celebration on GMA beginning at 7 o'clock. Then at 9, a documentary, Final Finishers, telling us about his marathon story. All that happening on Channel 7, your home for the TCS New York City Marathon.
There's a lot of accomplishment we just talked about.
There was a lot.
I'm exhausted.
There was a lot. My voice, you get my throat. There's a little hoarse. I was out there screaming.
You were having a party in the Bronx.
It was a party.
I saw you dancing.
People were playing the music. It got me going.
The music.
It was
good.
It was the music. You know,
it was
the
good.
Bronx, the home of Southside and hip hop. You
have to move.
So,
you have to move. It's actually the law.
It's law.
It is. You have to do it.
They won't let you back in if you don't. They won't let you come back into the borough. But you were watching it. How
I was watching. It was amazing.
Fun, right?
And I was at mile 8, so people still had a lot of energy. The runners, like they weren't tired yet. So that's a good.
By the time we get to us, Brittany and I, because you were mile
16.
16.
Yeah. 16. Double that. You were where Kimberly was.
Yes.
And man, if you stay a long time during the day, you might be dissuaded from. You really realize
you
what's
see the real,
especially at the end.
It's difficult. It is not for the meek. So if you did it, you're awesome.
And wear your medal all day today.
Yes.
Show it off.
Yes,
because
100%.
you deserve it. And we had fantastic weather too for the race. It was just nice.
Especially south and east of the city. We're stepping outside to mostly cloudy skies in Central Park, 53, light winds near 2 miles per hour. The forecast for a high of 60. That's close to normal. Our average level is 58. I want to point out, now at the time change, sunrise at 6:29. Ooh, sunset 4:49. Temperatures in the 30s outside of the city. Morristown 39, the same in Somerville, and down to 34 in Poughkeepsie and Montgomery. 48 in Iceland. Skies are turning partly to mostly cloudy, and cloud cover will continue to increase from south to north. That's all thanks to an area of low pressure that's already bringing a few sprinkles and drizzle near Stafford, waiting on reports to see if that is making it to the ground. But there is a chance of rain, all due to this low pressure near the coast of North Carolina, and that will continue to move to the northeast and high pressure moving offshore. This is how the timing plays out on Futurecast from now until lunchtime. Spots south of the city around Ocean and Monmouth County and east across Nassau and Suffolk County. You'll see most of the rainfall, and rainfall tapers off the farther north and west you go. But later this afternoon, as a cold front gets closer, that could squeeze out an isolated pocket of rain across the Hudson Valley and the Catskills. Bottom line, have the umbrella handy just in case, but you'll likely carry it more than you use it. Tonight, skies are clear to partly cloudy, and tomorrow, nice again, more sun and pleasant temperatures in the 60s. The bigger picture showing high pressure moving offshore. On Wednesday, more clouds north because you'll be closer to this area of low pressure and a cold front. That same system brings rain Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. But the rest of Thursday is dry, also cooler. Temperatures dropping into the 50s. Friday, dry throughout the day again. Another storm system brings rain late Friday night, and that could linger into early Saturday morning. But at least today, it's not going to rain for everyone. A high of 60. Most of the rainfall south and east of the city. Tonight down to 48. Breezy, turning partly cloudy. And tomorrow, a nicer day featuring pleasant sunshine. A high of 60. But it will be breezy. Winds out of the west-northwest gusting up to 30 miles per hour. More clouds north on Wednesday, but temperatures up to 65. Down to 56 Thursday. The 60s return Friday and Saturday. And a few showers with highs in the 50s on Sunday. So, Lindsay, traffic hasn't been too bad so far this morning. Not too bad. I think a lot of people were like, it was a busy weekend. Yes, staying home Monday morning. But there are a few incidents. Thank you so much, Brittany, for the forecast there. We still have this accident on the LIE westbound at Willis Avenue in Old Westbury. You can see there's quite an emergency response here that has the HOV lane blocked. So if you're trying to go somewhere fast, you're not going to be able to do that this morning, or at least until that gets cleared up. Let's see what that looks like. A closer look at the traffic. A lot of red taillights there. So certainly keep that in mind because that's in the west westbound direction on the LIE. Quick check there, 57 minutes to go, 23 miles. Meantime, we have an accident with a tractor trailer on the Belt Parkway East at Springfield Boulevard. That's actually where Newscopter 7 is right now. Brittany Bell. You know, this is the nap weather, but we're at work, so I'm not napping. The temperatures are in the 50s across the city, the 30s and the 40s in the suburbs by midday. A shower possible, 58 near 60 around pickup and after school. At least temperatures still feel nice. The upper 50s and the lower 60s. It's not going to be too windy. We just have to dodge a few showers across the area, especially if you live south and east of New York City. Like spots like Nassau and western Suffolk County. You have the best chance of seeing some rain today. Freeport 59, Syosset 58, Brentwood 59 for you, and Smithtown up to 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, really nice, 61, just breezy. And we get up to 65 on Wednesday. Southwest winds 10 to 20. But a cold front will bring us some rainfall Wednesday night, and also cooling us down to the 50s on Thursday. Thursday at least is dry. On Friday, dry throughout the day, with showers return Friday night, potentially lingering into early Saturday. Let's talk trains for a minute here. F and G trains right now are delayed uptown or Queens bound for their G trains due to a mechanical problem at Church Avenue. I know a lot of people transfer on these lines, so just keep that in mind. Also, a reminder, L trains still have an information outage on the app, so you won't know what time your train is leaving, so give yourself extra time there. And 7 trains, there are no rush hour express line service in Queens due to track replacement through November 21st. Also, let's talk New Jersey Transit for a minute. Maine, Bergen County, and Port Jervis lines have up to 15-minute delays. North Jersey coastline up to 30-minute delays. That's due to track maintenance. If you're on the Northeast Corridor, the 6:54 arrival into Penn Station is delayed right now due to an operational error, so your trains may be a little more crowded. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Michelle, Deidre? Lindsay and Brittany, thank you so much. 6:37.
With your commuter alert this morning, we still have this accident in Old Westbury on the LIE westbound right at Willis Avenue. It looks like a tow truck just arrived because this traffic was blocking the HOV lane, so that's good news. Once they get that incident out of the way here, your alternate is to take the Northern Parkway until you pass that incident. It's also been a bit of a slow morning on the LIE in general. Right now, once you pass that accident, get to the Nassau County line and make your way into Manhattan. It's going to take 70 minutes to go all of 23 miles, so have a good podcast handy if you are stuck in that traffic. Here's a closer look at the LIE as you are approaching that accident I mentioned there. It is a slow ride still as they are working to clear it up. We also have a car fire in the Bronx on the Southern Boulevard southbound on East 180th Street, so keep that in mind as well. Alternate side parking rules are in effect citywide. Brittany?
And we'll see more clouds today. Also grab the umbrella just in case, because there is a chance for a few showers, especially south and east of the city, lasting throughout this afternoon. Tomorrow, 61, pleasant sunshine, just breezy. On Wednesday, up to 65, a chance for a few clouds north of the city. Now, Wednesday night, there's a chance for showers, all thanks to a cold front. That front drops us down to 56 on Thursday. The breeze will make it feel even cooler. At least the 60s return from.
Look at that. The 3 best words in the morning have been, for decades, Good Morning America. The morning show that sparked those words is celebrating its 50th anniversary.
In honor of the occasion, the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center were lit up in gold and blue overnight. Here's entertainment reporter Joelle Gargiulo with more on the special anniversary.
Let's take a look back, won't you?
50 years of headlines.
We just got a report.
So many people affected by this storm.
Moving and memorable moments.
You heard me go, oh no, and then the camera went to the sky just as I went off the cliff.
Interviews.
My kind of place.
Come on, Joni. We're going by the water now.
Show-stopping performances. And sang those 3 words.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. And I have been waiting 174 days to say this. Good morning, America.
A milestone 5 decades in the making calls for a celebration. That's what's happening Monday.
It is going to be a celebration. 50 years of Good Morning America. So many of our old friends are coming back to join with us for this celebration of what has been an incredible run every single morning here in New York City and across the country.
There's a lot of surprises, a lot of secrets. I'm not sure how much I can tell.
I wish I knew. Nobody tells me anything, probably because I'd tell you directly. I would tell you all of the secrets.
Do you remember the first time you uttered the words, Good Morning America?
It would have been, I probably fill-in anchored sometime in 1999.
Yeah, I do. It was a long time ago. I was still working for Eyewitness News, and they asked me to come over and do some pieces for Good Morning America, and that was a pinch me moment.
I do. 14 years ago, this month. So I'm actually right in the November time period too. But it was surreal, still is surreal, and that's the thing, is it never gets old.
Yeah.
What's changed the most over the years?
Everything has changed.
The hair, everybody's hair.
Whenever we go to the hair in the 90s fashions, those big shoulder pads.
Is there a guest that you'd love to have back?
Oh my gosh. I always think about Alanis Morissette's voice, Kelly Clarkson's voice.
All right.
We've had performances that just like penetrate your body and you never stop thinking about it.
Morning, America! Morning, America!
Those are the shows that you're just like, this is not real life. And I hope that we can make some of those memories on Monday.
Joelle Gargiulo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Be sure to watch today's special 50th anniversary edition of GMA at 7 o'clock right here on Channel 7.